Shalom. I like to start off by giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, taught me this truth. Salutations and shalom to the Akim, preaching his word with truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akim and Aqua, the believers of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I be part of that number. Just coming back in the spirit and theme of prophecy. I got a couple of articles I found, I stumbled upon, and I'm gonna read them, get some precepts, and Lord's willing, this to be edifying. It's going down. WEF is running them up. Alright, this is from the People's Voice, and then it reads, Klaus Schwab says era of shock events is coming ahead of 2024 election. Let's see. Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum just warned of an era of shock events is coming ahead of the 2024 U.S. election as the global elite prepare to unleash chaos in society. Yeah, we've been speaking about that. You know, order ab chaos. They're gonna bring forth this chaos in order to bring forth their new world order, which ultimately is to have everybody see it, micro see it. In a dystopian article, the WEF warns that citizens heading to the polls in November should be expecting destabilizing events, including a cyber pandemic, which is international. The emergence of a new global extremist group and fast-track climate change disasters include a sudden sea level rise that will submerge an island nation. The globalist elite are desperate for elections in 2024 to go their way as they continue attempting to evade prosecution for crimes against humanity perpetrated in the post-pandemic era. In this context, it is no surprise the WEF is warning us to look for global risks to be further exacerbated by unexpected destabilizing shock events. Hold on, let me get a quick precept. Because the Lord, if you look in the scriptures, the Lord warned us about this. There's the book of Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So when you filter it through the scriptures, the Lord is telling you that big things are about to come to pass. You know, that's why we tell you expect a black swan event to take place. You know, as a matter of fact, I looked up that word. I looked up shock events, meaning and it says, is this, what is that? Yeah, shock events refers to a sudden and unexpected event that may cause significant stress in individual organizations, seriously threatening their profitability and existence. So like Klaus Schwab said, or like Amwan Gabar says, Cotton Swab, like he said, expect many shock events for the 2024 elections. To be perfectly honest, there may not be any elections. Especially with the way things are looked, with the way things looked at that Democratic National Convention, the DNC in Chicago. There may not be any elections. It says, what are the global elite planning? Perhaps the most concerning line in the article is in reference to the international cybersecurity attacks, given Klaus Schwab's long-standing interest in unleashing a devastating cyber attack. On the world, this warning should not be taken lightly. The WEF also claimed that we are living in an opportunistic time for a global extremist group to emerge and wreak havoc around the world without suffering many consequences. Meanwhile, it sounds like the climate crisis will be leveraged by the global elite to further their agenda, according to the WEF. This goes right along with them wanting to crash the dollar, de-dollarization. You know, ultimately, this is leading towards the MOTB, because they want to crash the money and cause all of this chaos. Yeah, cause all of this chaos, so they could bring in the MOTB and make it mandatory and have perpetual slaves. That's really the end goal of these global elites. Like Klaus Schwab, like Cotton Swab said, you will own nothing and be happy. It says central CBDC, central bank digital currency, and digital ID payment systems are also on the agenda, according to Schwab and the WEF, who warned this will result in the global south moving away from trading in the US dollar, even attempting a new blockchain payment system. Yeah. So that's the end of that. I got another article that I stumbled across thanks to the brother Manat Zakba in South Carolina. His channel is GMS South Carolina 08. You should subscribe and get edified. He has a lot of edifying and informative content. This is also from the People's Voice. This is WEF documents confirm 6 billion humans will die in 2025. So they're moving full speed ahead with this agenda. It says the World Economic Forum report in plain sight confirms that upwards of 6 billion people will die in 2025. And according to reports from Davos, Klaus Schwab has confirmed the stated goal is on target to be achieved. You see, that lets you know who's ruling the world. Like it tells you in Job the 9th chapter, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. These people are wicked. Only the devil himself. And when you look up the word devil, it means deceiver. Only the devil himself the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan would want to delete 6 billion people by next year. You know? It says the global elite have been warning us about their plans to radically depopulate the earth by any means necessary, like the Georgia Guidestones. And now the results are playing out before our eyes. If we have any hope of stopping them from achieving their goal of murdering the vast majority of humanity and turning Earth into a prison planet to enslave the rest, the information in this report must be shared far and wide. Well, that's why all I'm doing is blowing the trumpet to warn the people that this is something to consider about looking into. It says WEF co-founder Klaus Schwab was caught boasting in a loose-lipped moment with reporters that Agenda 2030 is a red herring or ruse to throw normies off the scent. It says in reality the situation is more urgent than that. 2025 is the year the elite are earmarked for massive worldwide population decline. And according to Schwab, the goal of reducing the population by more than 6 billion people is on track to be achieved. A BBC journalist reported that she was summoned to Davos earlier this month for the regular meeting where Klaus Schwab briefs the mainstream media on which narratives to promote in order to advance the globalist agenda. and from the apostles to the elder bishops, to the elders, to the teachers, to young brothers like myself, been telling you not to believe the mainstream media. Like it said right here in this article, the global elites tell the media outlets what narratives to push out. That's why you can't just believe when you turn on the news for face value. You should go to alternative media. Oh, let me get it. Nah, I'll get it later. It says Schwab has every reason to feel confident in the fulfillment of his evil plans. He has recruited the majority of the cabinets and the governments of Western nations, subverting our democracies. The WEF generation of young global leaders have destroyed from the inside the once great nations of the UK, France, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. And they're going to try to destroy more countries than that. More nations than that. Yeah, but that's enough of that. Let me get a quick scripture before I close. So you see the agenda of these global elites, man. Fucking wicked. Matter of fact, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Excuse me. Yeah, like the scripture said. Can the Ethiopian change his skin? That's a rhetorical question. That's no. Can a leopard change his spots? The Lord is being facetious. I mean, that is no. So how can you expect those how can you expect those that do evil? How can you expect those to do good that are accustomed to do evil? These global elites are evil. You know? Matter of fact, that just brings to another scripture to mind. It's the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Yeah, and that's what these global elitists are trying to do. Not even trying to do, that's what they've been doing. You know, you look at the landscape of America. The infrastructure is deteriorating by the day. You know, there's less jobs, less money, more work for the people who have it. Homelessness is rising. America is becoming more and more unaffordable. You know, like you think you would think that you would go to when you go to the store just to buy a poor man's meal. You know, like some noodles, some beans, some lentils. Even that's becoming expensive. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 11. It says, matter of fact, I start at 10. You read the heading. It says the armor of the Most High. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You look up, matter of fact, let's look up that word wiles.
Strong's G 3180. Methodiah.
And it says cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. Yeah. So, like it says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you will be able to stand against the trickery of the devil. Here's the point. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And this is some spiritual wickedness. We wanted to delete 6 billion people by 2025. Well, ultimately, it's all from the Most High. You know. That's why we tell you Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and also you speckled birds. You know, the ones that look like heathen nations, the ones among the heathen that look like the heathen, like Elder Malcolm would be saying. We tell you that to turn to the Lord. You're gonna need help from on high to sustain yourself in these times to come, which is Jacob's trouble. But yeah, that's all I got. Like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Until next time, I say Shalom.